Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coins TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history lovers. Today we are diving deep into a fascinating and highly talked about coin in the numismatic world, the Washington 20 euro cent 2020 with the AENTA mint mark, presented here in very fine condition. At first glance, this coin may look like just another piece of everyday currency, but hidden within its design, minting details, and condition lies a story that has captured the attention of collectors around the globe. The 2020 issue stands out due to its sharp striking quality, detailed engraving, and the distinct AENTA mint mark, which signals a limited or special production batch that has sparked curiosity and demand. The portrait-style design often associated with Washington-themed collectible interpretations adds a historical and cultural blend that makes this coin feel unique compared to standard euro cent coins. In very fine condition, the coin still retains most of its original luster, with only light wear visible on high points, allowing collectors to clearly see intricate design elements such as fine lines, lettering sharpness, and edge definition. These features are critical when determining value, and coins in this grade are highly desirable because they strike a perfect balance between affordability and quality. Over time, collectors have begun to notice subtle variations in the AENTA mint mark, including spacing, alignment, and engraving depth, which can significantly impact rarity and, ultimately, market price. Now let's talk about what truly excites everyone, the market value. While standard 20 euro cent coins are typically worth just their face value, rare variations like this Washington 2020 AENTA mint mark example can reach into the hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on demand, condition, and rarity factors. Auction platforms and private collectors have reported increasing interest in these coins, especially when authenticated and preserved properly. The coin's appeal also comes from its modern rarity. Unlike ancient coins, this is a relatively recent issue, which makes its rise in value even more surprising and attractive to new collectors. Many experts believe that coins like this represent the future of coin collecting, where modern minting errors, limited releases, and unique design variations create opportunities for significant returns. If you happen to find one of these coins in your collection or even in circulation, it is highly recommended to carefully examine the mint mark, overall condition, and any unusual features such as double strikes, off-center designs, or surface anomalies. Proper storage in coin holders and avoiding direct contact can preserve its value for years to come. In conclusion, the Washington 20 euro cent 2020 AENTA mint mark coin in very fine condition is much more than just small change. It is a potential hidden treasure in the world of numismatics. With its unique features, growing popularity, and strong market demand, this coin has become a must-watch item for collectors aiming to discover valuable modern coins. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, keeping an eye out for such rare pieces could lead to an exciting and rewarding journey. So next time you check your coins, remember, you might be holding something truly valuable in your hands. Stay tuned for more amazing coin discoveries, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more content on rare and valuable coins. As we continue exploring this intriguing coin, it's important to understand the deeper factors that can elevate a seemingly ordinary piece into a highly sought-after collectible. One of the biggest drivers of value in coins like the Washington 20 euro cent 2020 AENTA mint mark is collector psychology and market trends. When a coin gains attention, whether through online communities, auctions, or viral videos, its demand can rise rapidly, sometimes pushing prices far beyond traditional expectations. In this case, the combination of a modern year, a distinctive mint mark like AENTA, and a well-preserved very fine condition creates a perfect storm for desirability. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that appear to have a story or mystery behind them, such as unusual mint marks that are not widely documented or variations that suggest limited production runs. Additionally, grading plays a huge role. Even a slight upgrade from very fine to extremely fine can significantly increase value, especially if the coin maintains strong visual appeal with minimal scratches or discoloration. Lighting and presentation also matter when showcasing or selling such coins. Clear, high-resolution images that highlight details can make a big difference in attracting serious buyers. Another key aspect is authentication. Having the coin verified by a professional grading service can boost buyer confidence and potentially multiply its market value. All these elements together show that the true worth of this coin is not just in its metal or face value, but in its rarity, condition, and the growing excitement surrounding it in the global coin collecting community. Another important dimension to consider when evaluating the Washington 20 cent 2020 AENTA mint mark coin is the role of minting technology and how even the smallest irregularities can transform a common coin into a collector's prize. Modern minting facilities use highly precise machinery, but no process is completely free from variation. Tiny differences in pressure during striking, die wear, or alignment can create subtle features such as slightly raised lettering, sharper than usual edges, or faint doubling effects. For keen collectors, these details are like hidden signatures that separate an ordinary coin from a rare variant. In very fine condition, many of these characteristics remain visible, making it easier to study and identify potential uniqueness. Some collectors even use magnification tools or digital microscopes to inspect surfaces for micro details that are invisible to the naked eye. These discoveries can dramatically influence how a coin is perceived in the market, especially when shared within collector forums or social media groups where new varieties can quickly gain recognition. Over time, such attention can elevate the coin's reputation and contribute to its increasing value, turning it into a trending item among enthusiasts who are always searching for the next big find. Furthermore, the global nature of coin collecting has played a major role in boosting interest in coins like this one. With online marketplaces, international auctions, and digital communities, collectors from different countries can easily connect, trade, and share knowledge. This worldwide exposure means that a coin minted in one region can quickly gain popularity across continents. The Washington-themed design concept, combined with the European denomination, adds an unusual cross-cultural appeal that attracts both European coin collectors and those interested in American historical symbolism. This kind of hybrid interest often leads to stronger demand, as it appeals to multiple collecting niches at once. Additionally, economic factors such as inflation, currency fluctuations, and the rising interest in tangible assets have encouraged more people to invest in collectibles like coins. As a result, coins that were once overlooked are now being re-examined and appreciated for their potential long-term value. If preserved properly and supported by growing collector interest, the Washington 20 cent 2020 AENTA coin could continue to gain recognition, making it an exciting piece to watch in the evolving world of modern numismatics. The 2023 Washington 20 cent with the mysterious AENTA mint mark, presented here in very fine condition. Now, before we go deeper, it's important to understand that standard 20 cent coins are part of everyday circulation across Europe and are made from a special alloy known as Nordic gold, with a distinct, Spanish flower shape and a detailed map of Europe on the reverse side. However, what makes this 2023 version stand out is not just the year, but the idea of a unique mint mark like AENTA and the collector-driven narrative around it. In very fine condition, this coin still retains strong detail across its surface, the stars of Europe, the fine of the map, and the raised 20 cent inscription remain clearly visible, with only slight wear on the highest points. Collectors often look for these exact characteristics because they indicate a coin that has circulated but still maintains most of its original design integrity. Interestingly, Official market data shows that typical 2023 20-euro-cent coins are produced in large numbers and usually hold only face value or a few cents above it depending on condition, but in the world of online hype and niche collecting, certain variations, mint marks, or misunderstood features can suddenly gain attention and be marketed at much higher prices. Now here's where things get really interesting, and where you need to be careful as a collector. While you may see claims online that coins like the Washington 2023 AENTA version are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, real market data suggests that most 2023 20-euro-cent coins typically sell for only a small amount unless they have a proven rare error, extremely low mintage, or certified uniqueness. In fact, many experienced collectors warn that listings with extremely high prices are often speculative or misleading, driven by hype rather than actual confirmed sales. What truly creates value in coins is a combination of rarity, verified mint errors, historical importance, and professional grading, not just a name or viral trend. That said, the excitement around coins like this still plays a huge role in the hobby. The idea that a simple coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune keeps collectors searching, checking, and learning more every day. So if you come across a 2023 20-euro-cent coin with unusual markings, your best move is to carefully examine it, compare it with verified catalog examples, and if it looks truly different, consider getting it authenticated by a professional service. In conclusion, the Washington 20-euro-cent 2023 AENTA mint mark coin, especially in very fine condition, represents both the thrill and the reality of modern coin collecting. On one hand, it shows how quickly a coin can gain attention and become part of trending discussions. On the other, it reminds us that true value comes from verified rarity and expert validation. Whether this coin turns out to be a hidden gem or simply an interesting conversation piece, it still holds educational value for collectors at all levels. So keep checking your coins, stay informed, and don't forget, sometimes the biggest treasures are not just in their price, but in the knowledge and excitement they bring. As we go even deeper into the story of the 2023 Washington 20-euro-cent AENTA mint mark coin, it becomes clear that one of the most powerful forces behind its growing attention is the digital age of collecting. Platforms like online marketplaces, video sharing sites, and collector forums have completely transformed how coins are discovered, discussed, and valued. A single viral video or trending post can suddenly turn an overlooked coin into a global sensation overnight. In the case of this 2023 coin, the mention of a unique AENTA mint mark combined with the Washington theme creates a sense of rarity and curiosity that spreads quickly among both beginner and experienced collectors. People begin searching through their change, comparing designs, and sharing images, all hoping to find a similar piece. This rapid spread of information often leads to a surge in listings where sellers assign extremely high values, sometimes claiming prices in the hundreds or thousands of dollars. However, seasoned numismatists understand that true value is established through confirmed sales, rarity backed by mint records, and professional authentication, not just online excitement. Even so, the buzz itself plays a role in shaping demand, and coins that maintain attention over time can gradually build a stronger and more legitimate market presence. Another key factor that adds to the appeal of this coin is the importance of condition and preservation, especially when described as very fine. In numismatic grading, very fine condition means the coin has seen circulation but still retains most of its original details, including clear inscriptions, defined edges, and visible design elements with moderate wear. For a 2023 coin, achieving and maintaining this level of preservation can be surprisingly important, particularly if collectors believe the coin could become rare in the future. Proper handling, such as avoiding direct contact with fingers, storing the coin in protective holders, and keeping it away from moisture, can significantly impact its long-term value. Additionally, collectors often look for coins with strong eye appeal, meaning even if there is slight wear, the coin still looks attractive and well preserved overall. When such a coin is paired with a story or perceived uniqueness like the AENTA mint mark, it becomes more than just currency, it becomes a collectible with potential. Whether or not it ultimately reaches high market values, the journey of discovering, analyzing, and preserving such coins is what makes coin collecting an exciting and rewarding hobby for millions of people around the world. Taking this discussion even further, one of the most fascinating aspects of the Washington 20-cent 2023 AENTA mint mark coin is how storytelling itself can influence perceived value in the numismatic world. Coins are not just pieces of metal, they are carriers of narratives, and when a coin is associated with a unique label like Washington, or an unusual mint mark such as AENTA, it begins to stand out in the minds of collectors. Even if official mint documentation does not widely recognize such variations, the idea of a mystery coin can drive curiosity and speculation. Collectors often become investigators, comparing design elements, studying typography, and analyzing minting patterns to determine whether a coin is truly rare or simply misunderstood. This process creates engagement and excitement, especially among newer collectors who are eager to discover something valuable. Over time, if enough people believe in the uniqueness of a coin and continue to trade or discuss it, a form of community-driven value can emerge. While this doesn't always translate into verified high prices, it can still elevate a coin's status within certain circles and keep demand alive in niche markets. At the same time, it's important to understand the role of patience and long-term perspective in coin collecting. Not every coin that gains temporary attention will maintain or increase its value, and this is especially true for modern coins like the 2023 20-cent. However, history has shown that some coins initially overlooked have later become highly valuable due to changes in collector interest, scarcity over time, or newly discovered minting errors. This is why many collectors choose to hold onto unusual coins rather than selling them immediately. Keeping the coin safe, properly stored, and well documented can make a big difference years down the line. If, for example, future research confirms that the AENTA mint mark represents a limited or experimental issue, then early holders of such coins could benefit significantly. Until then, the coin remains an interesting and potentially promising collectible that reflects both the excitement and uncertainty of modern numismatics. Whether you are collecting for passion, investment, or curiosity, coins like this remind us that value is not always fixed. It evolves with time, knowledge, and the ever-changing interests of collectors around the world. The 2002 50-cent coin with the RF mint mark, often associated with early Euro-era issues and now being discussed as a potentially valuable collectible when found in very fine condition. At first glance, the 50-cent coin may look like an ordinary coin you might overlook in daily transactions, but when you take a closer look, especially at early year issues like 2002, you begin to notice the significance behind it. The RF mint mark represents République Française, indicating that the coin was minted in France, and this adds a layer of historical identity tied to the early days of the euro currency system, which officially began circulating in 2002 across multiple European countries. Coins from this first year are often more desirable to collectors because they mark the beginning of a new monetary era in Europe. In very fine condition, this coin still displays strong details, the intricate design, clear stars of the European Union, and the bold, 50-cent inscription remain visible with only moderate wear on the highest points. The alloy composition, known as Nordic gold, gives it that rich golden tone, which, when preserved well, enhances its visual appeal and collectible value. What makes certain examples of this coin stand out even more are subtle variations in strike quality, alignment, and surface detail, which can sometimes indicate limited production differences or minor minting anomalies that collectors are always eager to find. Now let's talk about the part everyone is most excited about, the value and market potential of this coin. While most 2002 50-cent coins are still commonly available and usually hold close to their face value, there are cases where specific coins in exceptional condition or with unique features have been listed or even sold for significantly higher amounts. Claims of coins reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars often come from rare combinations of factors such as near-perfect preservation, certified grading, or unusual minting errors. For example, coins that show double strikes, off-center designs, or rare die variations can attract serious attention from collectors willing to pay a premium. However, it's important to approach such claims with careful research and verification, as not all high listings reflect actual sale prices. The real value of a coin is determined by confirmed transactions, collector demand, and authenticity. That said, early euro coins like this 2002 RF mint mark example continue to gain interest as more people begin to collect modern European currency, especially those tied to important historical transitions like the launch of the euro. For collectors, finding such a coin in very fine condition is already a win, and if it happens to include any rare or unusual features, it could become a valuable addition to a collection. In conclusion, the 2002 50 cent RF mint mark coin in very fine condition is a perfect example of how even modern coins can hold historical importance and potential collectible value. It represents a key moment in European history, carries distinctive design features, and continues to spark curiosity among collectors worldwide. Whether it's ultimately worth a few cents or significantly more depends on its condition, rarity, and verification, but the excitement of discovering and analyzing such coins is what makes numismatics truly rewarding. So next time you come across a 50 cent coin, take a closer look, because hidden within those small details could be a story, a mystery, and maybe even a valuable treasure waiting to be uncovered. Stay tuned for more incredible coin insights, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more content on rare and valuable coins. As we continue exploring the 2002 50 cent RF mint mark coin, it's important to dive deeper into what truly separates an ordinary circulated piece from one that can attract serious collector attention. One of the key factors is the precision of the strike and how well the original design elements have survived over time. In very fine condition, this coin still reveals a remarkable level of detail, from the crisp outlines of the European stars to the balanced symmetry of the engraved patterns. Collectors often pay close attention to the smallest details, such as the sharpness of lettering, the visibility of fine, and even the texture of the coin's background fields. These characteristics can indicate how well the coin was minted and how carefully it has been preserved. Another interesting aspect is die state. Over time, the dies used to strike coins wear down, which can result in slight differences between early and later strikes from the same year. A coin struck from a fresher die may show stronger features and can sometimes command a higher premium. Additionally, natural toning that develops over years can add character and uniqueness, especially if it enhances the coin's appearance rather than diminishing it. Beyond physical characteristics, the historical context of the 2002 euro introduction continues to add depth to this coin's appeal. This was the first year that euro coins were widely circulated across multiple European nations, replacing long-standing national currencies. Because of this, many collectors view 2002 coins as symbolic pieces that mark a major economic and cultural shift. The RF mint mark ties this specific coin to France's contribution to that transition, making it part of a broader historical narrative. Over the years, as more collectors enter the hobby and begin focusing on early euro issues, demand for well-preserved examples has steadily grown. While most coins from this year remain common, those that stand out due to condition, eye appeal, or subtle variations can attract niche interest and higher offers. This is especially true in online auctions where presentation, lighting, and detailed descriptions can influence buyer perception. Ultimately, the value of this coin is shaped not just by rarity, but by the combination of history, condition, and collector enthusiasm. For anyone holding onto such a coin, it represents both a tangible piece of modern history and a potential opportunity in the ever-evolving world of coin collecting. Taking the discussion even further, another crucial element that can influence the desirability of the 2250 Eurocent RF mint mark coin is the growing role of professional grading and certification in the coin market. Today, many serious collectors and investors rely on third-party grading services to authenticate and assign an official grade to their coins. When a coin in very fine condition is submitted and properly graded, it gains a level of trust and credibility that raw, ungraded coins often lack. This can make a significant difference when it comes to selling or auctioning the coin, as buyers are more confident in what they are purchasing. Even within the very fine category, small differences in preservation, such as fewer samparka marks, smoother surfaces, or better overall eye appeal, can lead to higher desirability. Encapsulation in a protective holder also ensures long-term preservation, protecting the coin from environmental damage like humidity, air exposure, or accidental scratches. Over time, this protection can help maintain or even enhance the coin's market position, especially if demand for early euro coins continues to rise. Another fascinating angle to consider is how collector behavior and global trends continue to shape the future potential of coins like this one. In recent years, there has been a noticeable increase in younger collectors entering the hobby, many of whom are drawn to modern coins rather than ancient or medieval ones. This shift in interest has brought more attention to coins from the early 2000s, including the 2250 Eurocent RF mint mark. Media platforms, online marketplaces, and digital auctions have made it easier than ever for collectors to showcase their finds and reach international buyers. As a result, even coins that were once considered common can gain renewed interest if they are presented well or linked to a compelling story. While it is important to stay realistic and base expectations on verified sales data, there is no doubt that the landscape of coin collecting is evolving rapidly. Coins like this one sit at the intersection of history, accessibility, and potential, making them especially appealing to those who enjoy both the thrill of discovery and the possibility of future value growth.